A sofa and chair are queen. A wedding photo of Bianca and Dante Cardolo. She has a striking figure. What I can see of it around that large bouquet. Sympathy cards for Bianca. That brings home the tragic aspect of all this, doesn't it? White roses. Traditional for funerals and weddings. Appropriate since both are equally tragic. Sympathy cards for Bianca. That brings home the tragic aspect of all this, doesn't it? White roses. Traditional for funerals and weddings. Appropriate since both are equally tragic. I've no use for those cards. Florist's putty. The material. I don't think Senor Cardolo will miss this. Someone must have a love of dance, or bare navels. It doesn't do anything. Someone must have... Bianca liked to entertain. I imagine there will be few parties in this room now, at least until Senor Cardolo remarries. I don't play. Sympathy card. Dance images and more family photos. Boring. Dance images and more family photos. Boring. Her robe and slippers are still laid out, waiting for Bianca to come home. I wonder how long it will be before someone dares put them away. The bench looks like it's been well used. Nothing helpful about it, though. That must be Bianca's son. He's young to lose a mother. The top drawer. These overly large gloves are interesting. Gloves? This is quite an assortment. Not many women wear gloves these days. I wonder what Bianca saw in them. Interesting. This glove is quite large. It would fit my hand. Gloves. These overly large gloves are interesting. The top drawer. Gloves. This is quite an assortment. Not many women. Interesting. This glove is quite large. It would fit. These overly large gloves are interesting, but I don't need to take them with me. The top drawer. It appears to be an old... Really not my... The stool goes with... This bed set is a 19th century reproduction. Expensive, but not valuable. Or even... The desk is 19th... Postage stamps? Do people actually mail things anymore? The notebook looks brand new. Bianca's planner. It's open to the day she was murdered. She'd written in a concert for that evening, but there's nothing else relevant. Nothing interesting. Bianca kept some pens in here. No surprise. Nothing interesting. Perfectly ordinary clear tape. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. Blank envelopes. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. They look like drawers, but they're decorative. They don't actually open. They look like drawers, but they're decorative. They don't actually open. I recognize that. It's a key slot, probably for a secret drawer. I need the key. It would be broad and flat. Katerina Philip.
Yes, signore. What can I do for you?
Signore Filoni, I was so struck by your elegance during our earlier conversation. I saw this in a shop today, and for some reason had the idea that it must be worn by you and no other.
Oh, signore, how would you have known, eh? I had a similar necklace that I wore for many years, but recently, well, I was forced to part with it. I shouldn't accept it, but it has been years since I've received tokens from such a handsome young man, eh? How can I refuse? Mille grazie, signore, thank you.
It's my pleasure. I'm sorry to trouble you with a distressing subject, signore, but may I ask you about the night of the murder?
I really don't want to talk about that. I'm frightened.
Of course you are. Who wouldn't be? But I'm not the police, and this information is not for the courts. It will stay between you and me.
Well,
A musician like yourself, your ears are very keen.
yes, I heard a scream, as if her mouth was covered by a hand.
You looked out the window. What did you see?
There were two men, all in black. Slender, small.
Did you see their faces?
No, their heads, their faces. They were covered in black, as if they were in a play. I swear. Oh, perhaps I've been foolish. I should have stayed quiet. I must go. Thank you for the necklace.
Signora. There's something on the bottom of the canal. Could it have fallen from Bianca's purse? I have a feeling this brass hook dropped from Bianca's purse. I'll take it with me.
Ah, Mr. Rector. I'm glad you stopped by. Someone was here looking for you.
Oh? Who was that?
It was an Asian woman, middle-aged. She didn't give her name. She came in to inquire about you after your last visit. To be honest, I didn't like her manner, and I told her I didn't know you. I hope I wasn't wrong.
No, she doesn't sound like anyone I know, and I don't care for people knowing my business. Let me know if she bothers you again.
Of course.
Ah, and there we have it. I wonder what this key card... Prescription cream for plaque psoriasis. Has Bianca's name on it. It's a cheap prepaid phone. Who did Bianca need to speak to that she couldn't call on a regular cell phone? Let's see who Bianca was talking to. I need to find out who Gabriella is. I'll put this in my phone's contacts.
Pronto?
Am I speaking with Gabriella?
Si? This is Gabriela Spira. Who is this?
I'm calling about Bianca Cardolo. I found your number on her phone.
I thought someone might be calling me. Are you with the police?
I'm an independent investigator. May we meet?
I work near the Doji Palace. There's a cafe on the north side of the plaza. Can you meet me there?
Yes. I'll see you soon. That must be Gabriella. Are you Gabriella Spira?
Si, Signor Hector. You're investigating Bianca's death?
That's right. May I?
Please, sit down.
About Bianca.
Yes.
Tell me about Bianca's family.
She came from a very important family. Her father is Antonio Savoy. Her mother's father, he was a highly respected magistrate in Venice. Not just anyone can be friends with someone like that. Her family was very, protective of Bianca, but they were very fond of me.
Tell me about Bianca.
She adored the music. She loved to go to concerts, and she loved to dance.
She continued to dance after she married Dante Cardolo?
Yes, but she only went to the studio to practice when no one else was there.
How did you meet Bianca?
We were in the same dance company. Do you know, we were rivals at first, but I came to love Bianca like a sister. I can't believe she's dead, and to die in such a way, it's horrible.
It certainly is. I'm sorry for your loss. Do you have any idea who might have killed Bianca?
No, everyone loved her. She was very sweet, especially when you consider the importance of her family and all her money. She was not vain at all. He must have been, how do you call it, a serial killer. Random.
Yes, that's likely. What's the name of your dance studio? I'd like to look up some of your performances.
Would you? I'm so flattered. We have a recital next week. It's La Compagnia Venezia.
Excellent. I'll look it up. Two beautiful young women, best of friends. You knew Bianca better than anyone else, didn't you?
Well, I was her dearest friend. Bianca trusted me with her life.
And with her secrets? What did you know about Bianca that most people did not?
It wasn't anything she told me, but Bianca was very, worried about her looks. She was not confident.
Was there something specific about Bianca's looks that she didn't like?
Oh, I don't know. You know how women are. The slightest flaw. I really don't think Bianca would wish me to speak of it. But I can tell you this. If she'd had more confidence, Bianca could have gone far. Perhaps become the wife of the Prime Minister one day. As it was, she was content to marry Dante and stay in Venice.
Tell me about Dante Cardolo, Bianca's husband.
She was very happy with Dante. It was her dream to marry a politician. And, well, she liked the attention of the press.
Tell me about Bianca's son.
Paolo. What a beautiful boy. She adored him, of course.
She didn't mind having a child while she herself was so young.
Not Bianca. She loved it. In fact, she was expecting another child when she died.
Did you say Bianca was pregnant when she died?
You didn't know? Oh, now I don't know if the family would approve of me saying so.
It's quite all right. I won't tell anyone. How far along was she?
About 3 months. The test said it was a girl. She was so excited. Oh, God. I'm sorry. Sometimes it all becomes too real.
I apologize for upsetting you. I think that's all the questions I have. Thank you for meeting me, Signorina Spira.
Grazie. If there's anything more I can do for you, please call.
I will. Arrivederci.